Have you ever watched some of the professional and most famous fighters like Muhammad Ali and Mike Tyson, who were both heavyweights but had the speed of a lightweight? Like they said, move like a butterfly and sting like a bee. But did you ever ask yourself, how did they do that? Maybe when you get a bit bulkier and pack on some muscle, you get overrun by some kid who doesn't even hit the gym. And maybe you think that speed and power are something genetically gifted, like somebody having fast hands while others have that devastating KO power. But when somebody says something like genetics are the key factor, I always remember the quote, hard work beats talent when talent doesn't work hard. This means that while being gifted is a massive advantage, if you want something, no talented man can beat your desire and hard work to get there. First, and one of the most important things is technique. I struggled with this for a long time because I was basically a self-taught boxer. When my peers told me I needed to master the basics first, I was delusional, thinking I was something special and that I knew best. One of the worst things you can do is have such a big ego that you don't see your flaws and don't take feedback from somebody better than you. One of the best ways to shoot yourself in the foot is by having bad technique. Believe me, your sparring partners will think they got hit by a pillow. One thing you should do is shadow box in front of the mirror and identify your flaws. Are you too stiff? Do your hands drop? Are you not rotating your hips enough? And including the whole body while punching? This might be the biggest reason why you are slow and weak, not the excess muscle. This is bad not only because you think you are doing it right, but because your body will remember it as muscle memory. And when you're not thinking about it, those bad habits will show up subconsciously. Instead of trying to learn intermediate techniques, go back to the basics and work on them in more detail. You will eventually be ready to learn harder techniques after mastering the basics. I know this was the hardest thing for me too, but you must understand that martial arts is a long journey. For some, it lasts until the end of their lives, and even if you master one martial art, there are many others you can try to master. So have a bigger picture, not just thinking about tomorrow or next month. Second is incorporating explosive movements. Of course, speed plus strength equals explosive power. We all know that, and speed without strength is like a good-looking girl who's too skinny. Jokes aside, if you have good speed without the ability to KO somebody, unless you're planning just to win by points as a boxer, you need strength. The best way is to combine those two, creating explosive power. The exercises you should focus on here are plyometric training for the upper and lower body, HIIT compound movements, and isometrics. To have explosive power, you need to develop fast-twitch muscle fibers with exercises like kettlebell swings, box jumps, and 1-rep max squats or deadlifts. These build KO power, which is less about pure speed, but improves explosiveness. For plyometric exercises, you can do clapping push-ups, med ball slams, and resistance band punches, which are very effective for building fast-twitch muscle fibers. Third is incorporating speed exercises. If you're wondering why I put speed exercises later when this video is about speed, it's because there are certainly other things to address before talking about speed for a heavyweight or someone with a lot of muscle for their size. More important for you is getting your muscles used to punching movements and gaining power for punching, not just for looks. Then we can talk about everything else like speed. Exercises like shadow boxing with dumbbells are classic speed drills. These aren't just for getting your shoulders used to weights to make them faster without weights, but also to keep your hands up all the time, preventing you from getting KO'd because your shoulders get tired from guarding. Use dumbbells weighing from 0.5 kilo to 2.5 kilos. Anything over that isn't recommended because it doesn't really help. Another drill you can incorporate is shadow boxing with a resistance band, which works on the same principle as weights. Your hands and shoulders will get used to resistance, and when you don't use it, your speed will significantly improve, even after just one round of 45-second shadow boxing. While this effect is temporary, doing it repeatedly will build real hand speed. Use the band by putting it behind your back, putting your thumbs inside, and start shadow boxing. This might be even harder or more effective than dumbbells because the resistance band tries to pull your hand back, engaging all the muscles in your arm. If you get fast with a resistance band, you can only imagine how fast you'll be without it. Another drill doesn't require any equipment, It's mental, but as we know, everything our body does comes from our brain. If you think of something or believe in something, you're giving it power. The drill is simple. Get in your stance, and like warming up, start with 30 jabs as fast as you can, focusing on technique, rotating your hips, reloading the jab, bringing it back to your chin. Afterward, do 30 crosses, 30 hooks, and 30 uppercuts. Once you finish, rest and repeat. This alone could be a workout, and you'll be sweating after just one round of this drill. Fourth is flexibility. Did you know that probably half of you don't stretch after workouts? Neither did I for a long time, but once I incorporated stretching after workouts or just stretching my hips and hamstrings for higher kicks, I discovered what my body was capable of. Some boxers don't focus on stretching their lower body, which reduces their power and speed. Did you know that even one tight muscle, like the hamstring, can affect how you turn your body when punching or kicking? You need to start a routine of stretching, even just 1 minute after a workout, to make it a habit. You'll find that even a minute can be beneficial, especially after weight training. Over time, you'll do it more and get better. Another benefit is fewer injuries, meaning no breaks from training or martial arts, which keeps you happier overall. Have you ever thought about learning a martial art like boxing, but felt held back by a lack of time or nerves over starting with no skills, or even the fear of getting hurt? Or, if you already have some boxing experience, would you like to build a physique designed to make you faster, more explosive, and powerful with endurance that's tailored to striking? Imagine building a body that's not only visually impressive, but also complements your boxing skills. With a focus on nutrition for recovery, boosting testosterone, maximizing energy, and overall health. Backed by my extensive study of reaching the highest natural testosterone levels possible, this program gives you everything you need and more. Take control, train like a predator, and unleash your full potential. Be big, be dangerous, be the tiger.